Hello everyone. In this video I am going to teach you how to reverse a circular linked list. See, now this is the given linked list, circular linked list. Now you should reverse like this. Now see, before reversing, head pointer was pointing to the first node and tail pointer was pointing to the last node. But after reversing, head pointer is pointing to the last node and tail pointer is pointing to the first node. And see, before reversing the arrows are in forward direction, after reversing the arrows are in backward direction. Why it's in backward direction? See, before reversing, this node pointer of this node, that is this part, stores the address of next node, that is 300, it stores here. But after reversing, this pointer of the node, that is this part, stores the address of previous node. 100 is the address of previous node, it gets stored on this node pointer. That's why the arrows are reversed. So we should reverse a circular linked list. That how to reverse, let's see. And also I'll teach you how to write the code. See, now first step is, this is the circular linked list. First step is you should create a pointer called current, and that current pointer should point towards the first node. So see, I'm creating a current pointer. This is pointer current, and this pointer should point to the first node. Now how you can access first node? That means you should it should point to the first node, means the address of first node should be stored here, that is 100 should be stored here. Now how to get 100? Head pointer has 100 address because head is a pointer which stores the address of first node, so you can access through head. So I am writing the code. See, first I will write the function void reverse. Now this is the function which is used to reverse a linked list. Now first I have created a pointer current, so I am writing here, see, pointer current, and that pointer is pointing to a node which has some structure, so I am writing struct node before it, struct node. And see, this current pointer is pointing to which node? First node or second node or third node? First node is pointing, so I should write equals to head. Now see, head is 100, so current is 100, so this pointer points to the first node. This is the first step. Now next step is what? See here, next step is you should create two more pointers, previous pointer and next pointer. So I am creating, see, previous pointer, and this is next pointer. Now what is this previous pointer and next pointer? First, this previous pointer points to the node which is before this current node. So see, previous pointer points to the previous node of this current. So see, this is a circular linked list. Current is pointing at first node. So what is the previous node of this first node? That is last node. So this previous should store the address of last node. So how you can store the address of last node? By using tail, because tail has the address of last node. So 300 I should store here. Then this previous points to the last node. So I am writing the code. See here, pointer previous, that is pointing to a structure node. Now this previous is equals to tail. Now see, what is tail? 300. So I am storing 300 in previous. Now this previous pointer is pointing to the last node. Now see, now next step is you are creating another pointer called next. So I am writing that, see here, pointer next. And this at starting I am not pointing it to anything. I am not pointing this next pointer to any node. So I will write here 0. So I am writing here 0, pointer next equals to 0. Now I have created 3 pointers, previous, current, next. Now see, now the next step is while current not equals to tail. Now why I am writing this while loop, while condition, while current not equals to tail? See here, first the current is pointing at first node. Now first I will reverse the first node. Then afterwards I will move the current one step forward and reverse the second node. Then I will move one step forward and reverse the third node. So I am moving the current from first node till last node. So when I am in last node, when current is pointing at last node, then I can't go current one step forward. That is, this is a circular linked list. So once the next node of this last node is what? First node. So I can't go forward of this last node, that I can't come back to first node and I can't reverse it again. So that's why I should stop at last node. Only one time I should reverse. I can't go back again and reverse again. So that's why I'm writing this condition, terminating condition, to stop the reversing at particular position. So I'll teach you this afterwards. See here, I have written while current not equals to tail. Now see, now first step is this next pointer. This pointer should point to the next node of current. Now where current is pointing at 100, so next node should point at 200. So how you can get 200? 200 is stored in the pointer part of current next. So I am writing the code. See here, next equals to current next. Now see, what is current next? Current is 100, 100 next is 200. Now 200 is stored in next pointer. Now this next pointer is pointing to the second node. Now see, now next second step is, you should, now the current is pointing at first node. Now you should reverse that first node. How to reverse? See, now in this pointer part of this node, that is here, it's storing the address of second node. But now for reversing it, you should store the address of previous node. In this pointer you should store the address of previous node. What is the previous node of this first node? That is last node. So you should store 300 into this pointer. So I am writing the code. See here, current next equals to previous. Now see, previous, you have the address of last node in previous pointer. 300 is stored in previous, so you can access through previous. See, now previous is 300. Now that 300 should be stored in current next. What is current? Current is 100. 100 next is here, so you should store here 300. Now see, now this pointer is pointing to address 300, so this link get cancelled, and now this node is pointing to this pointer 300. So this is the first step. Now see, next step is, you should move the previous pointer and previous pointer and current pointer one step ahead. Now see, previous pointer is pointing to the last node, that is tail, at tail. Now it should point to the first node. So how you can go to the first node? Address of first node is stored in current, so I should store that address current in the previous. So I am writing as, see, previous equals to current. Now see, current address is 100. 100 is stored in previous. So the previous pointer is moving one step ahead. Now this is it's pointing at last node. One step forward of this last node is first node. So because this is a circular linked list. Now see, this pointer get cancelled and this previous pointer is pointing to the first node. Now see, now you should move the current pointer one step ahead. Now, so you should store the address of second node into this current. So address is 200. Now where you can get 200? From where you can get 200? 200 is stored in next pointer. So you should store the next pointer into this current. So I am writing as, see, current equals to next. Now see, next is 200. 200 is stored in current. So this pointer get cancelled and this current pointer is pointing to the second node. Now see, now you have finished first step. Now again go back. You should repeat the step. See here. Now check whether current is not equals to tail. Current is 200 and tail is 300. So it's not equals to tail. So go to the steps. Next equals to current next. That means you are moving the next pointer to one step forward. So what is current next? Current is 200. 200 next is 300. Put that 300 into this next. So now next pointer is cancelled here and it's pointing to the third node. Now go to the second step. Now go to the second step. Now you are in second node. Now you should reverse the node. So current next equals to previous. What is previous? 100. 100 is put in current next. Current is 200. 200 next is here. Here I am putting the previous value. Previous was 100. previous address. So now see, this link is getting cancelled. Now this node is pointing to previous node which have address 100. So you have reversed. Now see, next step is previous equals to current. That means you are moving the previous pointer one step ahead. So what is current? 200. 200 is stored in previous. Now this pointer is getting cancelled and the previous pointer is pointing to the node which is having address 200. Now see, current equals to next. You are moving the current pointer one step ahead. So what is next? 300. 300 is stored in current. So this pointer is getting cancelled and this current pointer is pointing to the third node which is having address 300. Now see, now again go back to I follow the same steps again. Go back and check while current not equals to tail. Current is 300. Tail is 300. So you should stop. Check that current 300 is equals to this 300. But 300 should not be equals to this tail. Current should not be equals to tail, but it's equal. So you should stop here. You should not move this next pointer one step ahead and you should not reverse. But see, now you have reversed only 2 nodes. There are 3 nodes. You have reversed only 2 nodes. This first node you have reversed and second node you have reversed. Third node is remaining. So how to reverse it? In the pointer part of this node, you should store the address of previous node. That is 200 you should store here. So how to store? That I am writing here. See here. Current next equals to previous. I am writing the step outside of this bracket. See here. Now what is previous? Previous was 200. Now 200 is stored in current next. Current is 300. 300 next is this pointer. In this pointer I am storing the 200. So now see. Now which link get cancelled? This forward link gets cancelled. Because before this pointer was pointing to the node which has address 100. Now this pointer get cancelled and now this node is pointing to the address 200. So like this. Now see, now you have reversed the linked list, but now it's not finished. Now you have just reversed the circular linked list, but after reversing, this head pointer should point towards the last node and tail pointer should point to the first node. So that two steps are remaining. So how to move this tail pointer to first node? See here. Now address of first node is stored in head. So you should store the head address in tail. So I am writing here. See, tail equals to head. Now see, head is 100. So I am storing 100 in this tail. So now tail is 100. So tail will point at first node. So this pointer gets cancelled and this is pointing at first node. Now see, now head is pointing at first node. It should point at last node. So address of last node is 300. 300 should be stored in head. How you can get the address 300? By now current is having address 300. So I should write current head equals to current. So see here. Head equals to current. Now see, current is 300. Now 300 is stored in head. So this pointer gets cancelled. And head is pointing to here. See, I'll write clearly. Now tail is pointing here, which is having address 100 to the first node. Now head is pointing to the last node, which is having 300. Now you have reversed. But see, you can't write this head equals to current first and tail equals to head last. You can't reverse the step. See what happens if you reverse the step. Let's see. See, now you have reversed, but I'm telling you what happens if you reverse the step. See here. Before, head was pointing here. Head was pointing at here. Head is 100. This pointer, and tail is pointing here. It has 300. So see here, if you write the step head equals to current first, let's see. Current is 300. Now 300 you are storing here. So this pointer get cancelled and this head pointer is pointing to the last, which is having address 300. So it's pointing here, last node. Now see, if you write this tail equals to head last, then let's see. Now head is, now see, now head is 300. So tail is also 300. See, you can't move the tail to first node because you should store the address of first node into this tail, but you can't access the address of first node now because head is moved to the last node. That's why I'm writing head equals to tail equals to head first. That's why I'm moving the tail pointer first, then head pointer last second. This is how you should reverse a circular linked list, and that's all for today. Thank you. If you feel my teaching is good, then like my video, and if you have any doubts or if you want to give any suggestion, then comment on my video and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe my video. Thank you.